What's up, guys? Jordan here from Show Me Vegas. Welcome back to the Las Vegas Strip, and welcome to the third installment of this series where I'm showing you the different parts of Las Vegas, the sights, the sounds, the places to stay, the things to do, and the pros and cons of each. This is the big boy. This is Center Strip. I'm a little bit nervous about this one because this one is going to be a lot of work. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. Let's roll. Alright, first things first, let's define Center Strip. In this video, it's anything on Las Vegas Boulevard between Harmon Avenue and Sands Avenue. There are 16 hotels on the Strip in this zone, so in this video, part 1, we're going to focus on the west side. In part 2, I'll go down the east side of the boulevard. Subscribe to the channel so you see that video when it comes out in the future. Alright, we're going to start this video where I left off on the South Strip video. This is Aria Resort and Casino. I figured what better place to start a Center Strip video than a place called City Center, or at least that's what it used to be called. They may have taken that name away. Aria is still one of my favorite properties in Las Vegas. Let's go take a look inside. At Aria, you come right into a beautiful lobby. Normally it's decorated up. There is no theme in here whatsoever. I'll try to find some pictures because this is a lobby typically that's really worth visiting. One thing Aria is very much known for is its dining lineup. An excellent restaurant lineup here, although one recent change, Julian Serrano Tapas used to be right here behind this wall. Julian Serrano retired, so that's gone. I'm not sure if they've announced yet what's going to go in there, but that's a real bummer. Still, there are a ton of great restaurants at this hotel. I have always felt very at home in this casino, and it's probably because out of all the places I've stayed in Las Vegas, and that's a lot, this is the place I've stayed the most. I would venture to say off the top of my head, Ashton and I have stayed here 8 to 10 times, and we just love it. Like I said, always feel right at home on this casino floor. Now, one thing to know about Aria is that this place is essentially an art gallery. There is tons of publicly displayed art around this place, mostly modern, and some weird pieces as well. This thing right back over here is a time capsule. Now, Aria is most decidedly upscale. In fact, it's one of the more expensive properties in the MGM Resorts portfolio, but it's not completely unapproachable. Like I said, we stayed here a lot. My most recent stay was about a year and a half ago. Of course, I made a video. I'm going to link that in the description box down below in case you want to watch that. Also, we did make a rather famous video here about 4 years ago. I'll put that one down there too if you want to watch it, but it's really ancient history at this point. Aria also has a pretty great food hall. This is it. It's called Proper Eats. This replaced what used to be the buffet here. I also made a video about Proper Eats. I'll put a link to that one in the description box down below as well. All right, this may be a Center Strip video, but we're not actually going to see the Strip for the first little bit because, well, we're taking the back roads, so to speak. Out the backside of Aria, you can get straight over here to Vdara. That's where we're going next. Then we'll see the Cosmopolitan, and then we'll finally get out to the Boulevard. Of course, by using the back door at Aria, I did bypass some noteworthy things along the Strip, so I'll tell you about them here. First are the shops at Crystals, which is a high-end retail complex that features brands like Gucci and Prada, as well as some excellent restaurants such as Mastro's Ocean Club and Bazaar Mar. In front of Crystals is 63 City Center, an outdoor shopping plaza that's home to the Museum of Illusions, the Arte Museum, and Ocean Prime Restaurant. 63 City Center is also home to the newest country bar on the Strip, Jason Aldean's Kitchen and Bar. You'll pass everything I just mentioned if you leave Aria out the front doors and walk toward the Cosmopolitan. This right here is Vdara. It's also owned by MGM Resorts, and it's non-smoking, non-gaming. This was supposed to be a condo project when it was first built, but it got converted into a condo/hotel. We stayed here a few times. There's not a lot to show you in here because there is no casino, but I'll show you what there is. lobby here does have a Starbucks. It also has this Market Cafe. That's the only place to get food here. And over here there's Vice Versa Patio and Lounge. This is a really cool indoor-outdoor lounge. Great place to grab a drink, especially if you're staying here. Maybe have a nightcap at this bar. Like Aria, it's a bit of an art gallery over here. As a matter of fact, this piece of art behind the Vidara front desk is fairly famous, but I can't remember exactly why. I'll try to put those deets up on the screen for you right now. Now, we've also stayed here at Vidara quite a few times, and we also have videos about this hotel on the channel. You know where to find the links. One great thing about staying here at Vidara is that it's super quiet, but you also have easy access to the other casinos. This walkway right here will take you to either the Bellagio or the Cosmopolitan completely indoors. It used to only link Bellagio, but now it links Cosmopolitan because, well, MGM Resorts owns and operates the Cosmopolitan as well. This also used to be an outdoor walkway, but now it's indoors and air conditioned. The walkway from Vidara drops you off right here at the back of the Cosmopolitan next to the Wicked Spoon Buffet. You better believe I've got a video on the Wicked Spoon Buffet. Pretty good option. They no longer do dinner, it's brunch only, but it's a pretty decent value, and as you can see right here, it's pretty popular. Listen, if I told you all my favorite parts about all these properties, this video would be about 3 hours long, so I'm going to try to stick to the highlights. Let's zip down to the casino floor here at the Cosmopolitan, give you a quick look, and then we'll be on to the next. Like a lot of hotels these days, Cosmopolitan also has a food hall. They kind of started the trend. This is the Block 16 food hall, which a lot of people like, but I'm going to be honest, I think this one's a bit overrated. I'd rather go to Proper Eats or a couple others on the Strip before I go to this one. As we head downstairs to see the casino floor, let me tell you about my last stay here. It occurred last summer. Of course, I made a video, and I really enjoyed it. A lot of people say that this is going downhill ever since MGM Resorts took over operation. I don't know. I only stayed here once before that transition. All I know is that it's still a great place to stay, and those balconies. How can you beat those balconies? One of the great things about Cosmopolitan is this casino floor is bougie. I think I referred to it in my video as swanky. Either way, you get the idea. This is a cool place, and it's certainly the place to see and be seen on the Strip in 2025, even after the transition. Of course, the signature feature here at the Cosmo is the chandelier bar. This is the centerpiece of the casino floor, and it's pretty awesome. 3 levels of cocktails, and of course upstairs you can get the famous verbena cocktail, but I wouldn't really recommend it. It's not that good. The flower is pretty disgusting. Alright, 3 hotels in, and we haven't even seen the famous Las Vegas Strip yet, but that's about to change. Out of the Cosmopolitan and on to the next. Next up, the famous Bellagio, including the fountains of Bellagio. We're on the move, boys. Alright, out onto the Las Vegas Strip, and when I'm out here on the Strip by myself, I kind of like to have my own soundtrack. That's why I'm wearing my Raycon earbuds, and with that, I'd like to thank Raycon for sponsoring this video. Raycon has been making great earbuds for a while now, but their latest model is better than ever. They're versatile enough that I can wear them on the airplane in active noise cancellation mode and drown everything else out, and that worked great. But when I'm out here in public, I can toggle that feature off so I can still hear what's going on around me. I can also wear these things all day long because the ergonomic design makes these things the most comfortable earbuds I've ever worn, hands down. The other reason I can wear them all day long, they have a 32-hour battery life. And hey, if your battery does run down, they have a super quick charging feature, which is really cool as well. I also love that they have multi-point connectivity, which means I can pair them with multiple devices at the same time, so I can edit videos while I'm in my room and still take a phone call. They also come in an array of different cool colors. I went with black, and here's the best thing, they are totally affordable. All you have to do is go to buyraycon.com/showmevegas to get 15% off site-wide, brought to you by Raycon. I'm a big fan of these earbuds, and I think you will be too. All right, let's get on with the tour of the Center Strip. Of course, Planet Hollywood is directly behind me on the other side of the strip, and then Paris. We're going to stick to this side of the strip, go all the way down, and then come back down that other side. We're going to go into the Bellagio right now because I'm staying there tonight. My room is ready. I also need to recharge this camera and recharge myself a little bit. I always thought this walkway that leads from the strip into the Bellagio was a bit of a waste of space, and now apparently MGM Resorts agrees. They're going to be redeveloping this soon into a new shopping and dining plaza, kind of like what they have on the other side. Although, all is clear right now, construction has not begun. I thought it was supposed to have started already. Time out. Actually, just a couple of weeks before this was filmed, it hit the news, and by news I mean Vital Vegas, that MGM Resorts has shelved this project indefinitely, so it's not happening, at least for now. Will it ever happen? I'd like to say yes, but probably not even in the next 5 years or so. So for now, I guess this walkway just remains a walkway. It is a great place to get some views of the strip and the fountains, however. All right, back to the video. All right, we've made it inside the Bellagio. This is one of the most iconic hotels in the entire world, let alone Las Vegas, and it's also one of the busiest places you'll ever see. A must-see here is this glass ceiling inside the main lobby. This sculpture is by Dale Chihuly, and there are over 2,000 hand-blown glass flowers. Now, there are definitely a couple of other must-sees here at the Bellagio, and we're headed toward one of them right now. It's also one of the busiest places in town. As you can see, I'm far from alone in holding up a camera in this room. This place is awesome. They change it out 5 times a year with the seasons. I definitely recommend coming here, although I would come here in the morning because, as you can see, at about 2:45 in the afternoon, this place is nuts. All right, that is absolutely anxiety-inducing in there. Like I said, go early in the morning, but you also want to see it at night because the mood totally changes in there when there's no daylight coming through. It's really cool to see the contrast between day to night. All right, I mentioned there's another must-see here at the Bellagio. That's actually outside, but let's go through the casino floor. Let me show you a little bit of that as we walk through. Although I took a roundabout way to get here, it bears mentioning that you can get from Aria to Bellagio using the Aria Express. It's a tram that links Aria and Park MGM to Bellagio with a stop at Crystals as well. It's a great way to get up the strip, especially if you're just trying to get from point A to point B. I've used it many times, especially after games at T-Mobile Arena. This main walkway through the Bellagio Casino is usually one of the busiest thoroughfares in Las Vegas. Believe it or not, this is not crowded at all. It's usually a lot worse than this. You may have noticed I don't have my backpack anymore, and that is a huge relief. I got checked in here to the Bellagio and dropped that off in the room, so now I can be a little more free with this. If you want to see more of this hotel, a video about my stay here is going to come out next week, so subscribe and turn on your notifications so you see that when it comes out. Otherwise, I'm just kind of hit the highlights and then head on to the next. As you would expect, the Bellagio has a great restaurant lineup, but it's almost exclusively high-end. This is one of my favorites, the Mayfair Supper Club. We ate here a few years ago, and I think it's time we came back. This is Dinner and a Show, and it overlooks the Bellagio fountains. All right, the other must-see here at the Bellagio is obviously the Fountains of Bellagio. I come out here at least once per trip to watch this show, and it never gets old. They go every half hour during the day and every 15 minutes at night, weather permitting. The next show, unfortunately, not for another 15 minutes, so I'm going to keep moving on, but I will definitely show you some of my old footage of these iconic fountains. If you weren't aware, this sidewalk in front of the Bellagio fountains gets shut down every year because of F1. They build an enormous grandstand and some skyboxes over this fountain. It's kind of a shame. It's also kind of cool at the same time. I guess it depends on your perspective. From the Bellagio, you can either take the footbridge across to the Horseshoe or you can keep going north. That's where we're headed. Next stop, Caesar's Palace. To the surprise of nobody, the escalator is not working, so down the stairs we go. If you watch the channel, you know Caesar's Palace is not my favorite, but there are some things here I really do like. Notably, Hell's Kitchen. I actually thought this was fantastic. Ashton and I ate here and made a video about it. As always, I'll put that link in the description box. Also out here in front of Caesar's Palace is the Green Fairy Garden. This tent right here is the home to Absinthe, which has been here for quite some time now, and this is a very popular show. Again, we saw this years ago and loved it. Probably should go back and give it another shot. Right out here in Caesar's front yard are some pretty iconic fountains in their own right. These are the Caesar's Palace fountains. The very fountains that, if you didn't know, Evel Knievel nearly died trying to jump some decades ago. Of course, no visit to Caesar's Palace would be complete without checking out the iconic lobby. This is where they filmed that scene from The Hangover where we found out that this, of course, is not the real Caesar's Palace.
You probably get this a lot. This isn't the real Caesar's Palace, is it?
What do you mean?
Did Caesar live here?
No.
I didn't think so.
If you've ever been in here, you know that this place is absolutely massive and it can be very confusing. We, of course, have a couple videos about this hotel. One about our stay here 2 years ago, year and a half or so. Also a complete walking tour. So if you get confused in here and you want some help finding your way around, check out that video. It's a great reference, if I do say so myself. And the iconic Caesar statue is all decked out for WrestleMania. He's the champ, I guess. All right, as you just saw with that wrestling belt on the Caesar statue, this is WrestleMania weekend, which means it's super crowded and super busy. I did say I'd put some pros and cons into this video, and there's not a lot of cons to the center strip because, after all, center strip is Las Vegas. But if you had to come up with one, crowds. It is very crowded. All of the properties in the center strip are busy pretty much all the time. So if you don't like huge crowds, then maybe the center strip is not for you. Caesars does have one of the more overpriced food halls in all of Las Vegas, and I was unaware that they had renamed this the Celebrity Food Hall. So named because most of the establishments in there have celebrity sponsors like Guy Fieri, Bobby Flay, and Buddy V. All right, out of Caesar's Palace, sort of. We're now into the Caesars Forum Shops. This is a shopping mall attached to the north side of Caesar's Palace. It's a pretty affordable shopping mall. Yes, there are some high-end stores in here, but it's not all Gucci and Prada and Rolex. There's stuff in here that's affordable, kind of like the mall in your own hometown. When you come out of the casino, make sure you stick right if you want to go back to the strip. If you go left, it's going to take you further away. Down there is that animatronic show that I'm not even going to bother going down there to show you. If you've seen it before as a great free attraction, don't believe it. It's pretty cheesy. I wouldn't even walk down there to see it myself. A fairly recent addition to the Forum Shops is this place, Gentle Monster. I don't really know what the point of these things are, but creepy to say the least. At the north end of the Forum Shops is this cool atrium that has one of the coolest escalators you're ever going to see. It's a spiral. There's also something down here on the ground floor that I really want to show you. It's a restaurant. We ate there about a year and a half ago. Absolutely loved it. I think you probably would too. And this is it. It's Joe's Prime Steak and Stone Crab. This is one of the highest grossing restaurants in the United States in terms of revenue. And after we ate there, I understand why. This was great. Out of the Forum Shops and back out onto Las Vegas Boulevard. Next up is a trip down memory lane. It's going to be sad on one hand, but also exciting for new things to come to Las Vegas Boulevard. On my left is the hotel formerly known as the Mirage. It's kind of sad to see it go. I did stay there on its last night of hotel occupancy last summer, and I made a video about it. I love the video, and in my humble opinion, that video is criminally underviewed, so go check that one out. Behind me is the resort that changed Las Vegas forever. Without it, we probably wouldn't have anything even near the Las Vegas Strip we have today. It was that influential. And in less than 72 hours, it's going to be gone for good. Tonight is the last night guests can stay at this hotel, and I'm here to say goodbye. Of course, one of the most famous attractions here at the Mirage was the volcano right behind me. Now, I'm not as broken up about this going away as some people, but it was in its day a super cool free attraction. It's about to erupt. Let's take one last look. So let's go downstairs, see what's going on, and see what the casino floor looks like on this final morning as the final guests check out, for the last time, myself included. But this is being revamped and turned into the new Hard Rock Las Vegas, supposed to open in May of 2027. Right here where the volcano used to be is going to be a huge guitar-shaped tower, over 600 feet tall. Look, I liked the volcano too, but I'm pretty excited to see what this turns into. All right, one more property here on the Central Strip on this side, and then we'll go back down the other side. So yeah, shortly after I filmed that clip, I realized not only was I going to run out of time filming this, but you guys don't want a 1 hour long video. That's why the west side of the Strip is going to be in a part 2 to this video. So here's what you need to do. Look down, make sure you're subscribed. Also turn on that notification bell so you see that video when it comes out. For now, finish this one, and then go watch the South Strip video and the downtown videos. Those were the first 2 parts of this series. They're already out. I really like them. I think you will too. All right, back to this video. Don't forget to watch it all the way to the end. The northernmost property on this side of Las Vegas Boulevard in my Central Strip tour is this. This is Treasure Island. In 2025, this is pretty much a lower mid-scale hotel, but when this opened, this was a very nice hotel, opened by Steve Wynn. So Treasure Island used to have super cool pirate theming, and they've kind of toned it down over the years. I stayed here not that long ago and made a video about it, so I'm gonna do the lazy thing and import some of that footage. Because I've got to get across the strip and get down the other side. This tour is taking quite a bit longer than I thought it was going to. Spoiler alert, I did not make it down the other side of the strip, and that's why I said there will be a part 2. Hey, comment down below part 2, so I know you're going to be there whenever I put that video out. Hey, that's it for this one, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did enjoy it, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and like I said earlier, subscribe to the channel and turn on that notification bell so you get notified anytime we release new content here on Show Me Vegas. Thanks as always for watching, and I will see you in that next video because there's always more for us to show you on Show Me Vegas.